The answer is definitely yes. Let's go ahead and set my candle back in this way because I need that scent, baby girl. Mommy loves that scent. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop into this reading because I've got a lot of energy here. I'm going to start with channeled messages that I got as I was preparing. No, don't mess with it. As I got, thank you. As I got preparing for this message, and then I'm going to go right into some of the messages that are the overall energy for each of the cards, okay? So today is February 28th. Oh, please. Okay, today's February 28th, the last day of this month. I have to say that I woke up this rising, y'all, like I put on old gospel music that I used to just love listening to when I was growing up. Good rising, Uba. Hey, Pretty Souls gang. How y'all doing? I I felt the need to really just listen. It was very nostalgic. It brought back so many. Daria, please stop. It brought back so many beautiful and pleasant memories. So many pleasant memories. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Yes, you are. It also brought, there's an energy attached to gospel music that is very, very, yeah, it just brings with it good energy, goodness, good feelings, happy vibes, okay? I've noticed that I have been able to manifest a lot in my life, to be quite honest, with the frequency that is connected to gospel music. Now, I happen to feel that the stop, Daria. The concept of Christ or Christ consciousness is all throughout gospel music, even though they may not really be aware of that. But anyway, moving on. Let's hop into these messages so that this won't be a very long and drawn out message with unnecessary talking. I be feeling like it be unnecessary, but sometimes it's very helpful for others. Let me get a sip of water before I begin. I just remember just getting messages about the Pisces energy that we are in. A lot of times Pisces gets a bad rep for being about illusion and things not being very clear. But I need for, stop, Daria. I'm going to, hold on guys, gotta put her down because she's getting into too much. Over here you go. Play with your toys. No, because you cannot mess with mommy's stuff. And you're gonna watch Gracie again because mommy don't. Yeah. Okay, so what I was going to say is Piscean energy is very good. They're powerful magicians is what I'm trying to say. Pisces are very powerful when it comes to the mystical and healing arts. And so this is the part that I feel Spirit wanted me to really, really focus on. They wanted me to focus on utilizing the gift of the water because water is able to help us manifest and bring so much into our lives as well as take things out. So, yeah, with that being said, here were the messages that came up. The message of reset. Also, it says, declare what you call to you this year. Declare what you call to you this year. Declare is another word for say what you want. And declare is also, to me, when I hear that word, it's very powerful. It's different from asking in the traditional way that a lot of us have been taught to pray, especially really any of us who have grown up in the concepts of tradition. Usually that type of prayer is like us asking for something that maybe we do not deserve, or we feel that we don't have or that we need. And even if you don't have it and you feel that you need it, We have been taught to speak things that be not as though they are, but a lot of people still pray begging. So declaring is different. Making a declaration is stating something that is real for you. Okay, so even if it doesn't yet exist, declaring that you have it is stating that you have it. So declare is something, it's like putting spirit on notice, putting yourself and all of your energy on notice about what it is that you're calling for. So here we go, moving in. The phrase sealing the deal came up twice. The first time it came, I wasn't going to write it down, but because it came up again, I was like, oh, okay, so I need to do that. So sealing the deal, everything will work together to make it happen. So this seems to be kind of like a continual thought of reset, declaring what you call in this year, sealing the deal, everything will work together to make it happen. And I'm guessing that everything is just all the experiences that we will have and of course not have or choose not to participate in anymore. All of that will be working together to ensure that whatever we declare going into this new year will be what happens. Okay? And let me also be very clear when I say what we're declaring. Your declaration needs to be in alignment with your emotions as well. If you're declaring something in word alone and the feelings are not there and the emotions are not there, whatever emotions are actually there, those will be what are made manifest, especially if you're divergent. The way that you feel, the thoughts that you think based upon those feelings, that's what's really going to be made manifest. So please be very cautious about that. Be very careful. When people talk about manifestation and being clear, that's what they're talking about. Be sure that your emotions and the thoughts that you're thinking concerning whatever it is you think you want to bring into your life or that you want to go out of your life, you've got to be clear on those down to your feelings about it. Because the truth of the matter is, whatever is in alignment with those emotions, that's what's going to be made manifest. Okay, moving on. Now for the cards that I looked into. The first card, this is going to go into the reading, so let me go ahead and do that. At the bottom of the deck, once I was pulling the signs that may most be associated with this reading, I got the card of Leo. But the actual cards that came out are Sagittarius, which is a mutable sign, by the way. Scorpio, a fixed sign. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign, and Scorpio is a fixed, and if you ask me, fiery water sign. And then we have this cardinal air sign here of Libra. So when I look at Sagittarius and I look at Scorpio and I look at Libra and energy, I'm not just looking at the character traits of these zodiac signs. I'm looking at even what planets these signs are connected to. And also the houses in astrology and things like that. So Sagittarius is connected to the 9th house. That's the house of faith and higher learning. And when we're talking about higher learning, it is like higher esoteric knowledge as well, higher spiritual knowledge, okay? Look at my boo thing. She says Sag rising. I am. Okay. So Sagittarius is also connected to the planet of Jupiter. And Jupiter is about expansion. So it can be world traveling. It can be traveling even on a smaller scale. But these traveling experiences, they help to expand knowledge. Okay? Our experiences. Also, Sagittarius and Jupiter, to me, they're about blessings. They are about optimism. Okay? Being gifted something. So, yeah, that's Sagittarius energy for me. When it comes to Scorpio, Scorpio is that planet about power. It's the planet that deals with our aggression or the way that we go about exuding and wielding our power in the world, okay? I think I might have said something a little wrong. I'm trying to say that Scorpio is connected to the planet of Pluto, and that planet, okay, is what helps us when it comes to aggression and how we exude our power in the world. how we climb the ladder of success. So wherever Pluto may be for you, you could be Pluto Scorpio energy like myself. Okay. What else do I want to say? Give me a moment, guys. Okay, so back to Scorpio as far as sexual energy, which is creativity, creating life and or death energy. Hi, you guys. Oh, wow. I have never seen this before. If there is someone who can delete those messages for me, I think Uba might already be on it. Thank you so much if that was you, Uba. I appreciate that. So, like I was saying, you guys, Scorpio is about creating. It's about life and death as well. It is also about our ancestors and new beginnings, you guys, and oldness, okay? Things being cleared out for life to come back in again. Thank you so much, Uba. So, what else can I say about Scorpio? Scorpio is the Phoenix energy. So, whatever may have had to die off in our life and then be reborn, you guys, that is what's coming back up and coming around again. Scorpio is also very, very powerful as far as the mystical arts as well. So those, to me, these are my people who walk in the underworld, or they're able to receive very deep and important messages from spirits that have transcended this particular life and they are in the next one. So that could be somehow really important. This could also really have something to do with the birth of a baby. Okay, for some of you guys, pregnancy and all of that good stuff. So that's what I'm going to stop at with Scorpio. But if you don't take anything else away, I want you to think about your personal power and how you exude that power into the world. Okay? And last but not least, we have that Libra energy. Now, Libra is about higher thinking to me. It is about justice. It's about wisdom. It's about truth. It's also very much so about being true to self. Okay? When we are true with ourselves, we can be true with everybody else around us. Okay? And we can also be able to spot those who may not be truthful. What else do I want to say? Libra deals with our relationships as well. It dominates the 7th house, or it's associated bare minimum with the 7th house. I don't remember if I said anything about the house of Scorpio. That is the 8th house. Look at that. We got the 8th, 9th, and 7th house out here on the table. So those are somehow really important. Whatever sign is in those houses for you, please pay attention to those, because it's going to indicate how you show up and how your energy is influenced and how your energy shows up in this realm. Okay? Now, getting into this actual message. The bottom of the deck for the first cards that we have is number 5. It says the angel. Oh, let me get this. It says Angel Ahiel and Labradorite. So this talks about individuality. The frequency or the number associated with this is 444. So some of you guys could be seeing a lot of 444. But some of the messages that came out about that is talking about, not even just talking about this, let me rephrase it, because they don't care about what we're talking about. In this message of individuality, Spirit wants us to really go within ourselves, like make time to consider what means something to us, what matters to you, what things actually excite you, what things piss you off, what things get you out of bed every day. These are some of the things that we are supposed to be focusing on now. I ask for Spirit to give a message for myself and those connected to me for our highest good. That is always usually my prayer, unless something else, okay, is intuitively told. So Spirit is wanting us to be true to ourselves at this time, because that's where we need to manifest from. You need to manifest from yourself and from the truth about what you desire. So one of the questions that Spirit wants us to ask ourselves moving into this new year that we're about to go into, what matters to me? And I would recommend that we all actually sit down and really think about this, because we grow and we change over the years. What mattered to you 10 years ago may not be the same anymore. So, and some of us, we tend to be really pretty fixed, where it's the same thing for us, and that's okay too. But I bet you somewhere down the line, because of wanting to interact with other people, whether it's our relationships, be it business, friendship, or romantic partnerships or family, we may have taken on beliefs of others or feelings of others that may not have anything really to do with us. And so tapping into what matters to you the most and creating boundaries and creating priorities around that is what Spirit wants us to do at this time. So that's just the overall energy, y'all. That wasn't even the actual message that came out, even though this is part of the message. The message that came forth is relief and repair. It is Ascended Master Mataji, and the crystal is crimson cuprite or cuprite. And the number frequency is 333. So some of us could be seeing that a lot. And the message that Spirit has stand out for me with this card is, they say, devotion and care for our bodies and our mind. Devotion and care for our bodies and our mind. I also feel like when I was looking in the booklet for more insight into what this card deals with and what it talks about, it made me feel like for some of us, there might be relationships. Doesn't matter what kind. But there are relationships or opportunities that we literally may be getting ready to walk away from. And it's in alignment. Okay? And the purpose is because it's no longer serving us, or maybe it never was. Okay? Maybe it legit never was. And when we go through okay, mommy, I'm almost done, okay? When we go through that moment of reevaluating what's important to us and then literally creating priorities that reflect that we're not going to waver on, it's going to inevitably cut out experiences, opportunities, people, places, and things that are no longer keeping us because here's the thing. Another word that came out while looking into this was focus, guys. Focus, focus, focus. So a lot of us, our focus has been deterred because of whomever and whatever we have allowed into our lives that are not in alignment with what we truly, truly in our soul desire. So what Spirit is allowing to happen is like an ending. A death is coming. Maybe that also is why the Scorpio card is here, right? Because we did mention death and new life. So in traditional tarot, when you see the death card, that is something coming to a complete end. And it is also the beginning of something. I'm hearing that for some people, there will literally be a death. It's like this death is going to just like snap you into something where it's like what matters to you now, and what's important. Y'all ever notice how when someone dies, maybe it could seem all of a sudden, or even if you have been expecting it, but they do finally pass away, no one really ever knows, right, the day. So nobody can ever really prepare for the day or the hour that someone passes, even if they were aware, right? And it's like when those people pass, in certain instances, I find this a lot with very close relatives or even with friends who you used to have a really, really strong connection to, but then at some point in time you guys drifted apart, you realize what's important. And remember, that's what this particular message, this is what the oracle is of this individuality card. What is important to you? What matters to you? So I had to say that. Moving on, going into this particular deck, the overall energy is cornucopia. Let's be clear. This is an abundant card. This is a beautiful, beautiful message of wish fulfillment, of answered prayers. Anytime I see this card, it really always makes me think about the energy of Sabbath. Sabbath is another word for rest. It's another word for peace, for safety. When this energy is here, like, you don't get me wrong when I say what I'm about to say, but you don't have to work. And it doesn't mean that we don't actually have to take certain actions and stuff like that, but it means you don't have to work for this part anymore. Whatever work you were doing before, this is the end result of it, okay? This can show up in our emotions, guys, in the new concepts that we believe in, and those that we have let go of, as well as, yes, in our bodies. Sorry, mommy. Gotcha. So this is good news. I'm so happy when I saw this and I saw, like, wish fulfillment. Just understand whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been working towards. And I'm talking about your spiritual work, guys. This stuff that people may not always be able to see right now. It's coming for you. It is going to be here. This is what I feel like. If you reset, if you do the things that Spirit is suggesting that we do in this particular reading, just understand that this is going to be your energy. The angel of balance, it talks more and more about tuning into you and tuning into yourself, what you desire, and being sure that you make decisions that are in alignment with who you are and what it is that you want to bring into your life. And that gives me more focus energy, which is also Libra. Oh, wow, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So listen to the message that I got right here. It says, tuning into you and making decisions that are in alignment with your more authentic self. I didn't say most authentic self this time because we grow all the time. So because we're growing all the time, until I guess we like transition, and for some people that may not happen, but until we transition, I don't know if we'll be our most authentic self. But you can be your most authentic self for each cycle of growth. But for some reason, I felt led to say more here, okay? Moving on, last but not least, we have our affirmation card. So what I feel like is happening here, look at you, Libra moon, I am. So we got Sagittarius rising here and a Libra moon. And I'm Libra rising, and my Sagittarius, I want to say, is in Uranus. Yeah. And my Juno. Okay, so the overall energy for our affirmations and our encouraging cards today, we have the crystal of golden topaz. And it says, do you need to recap? Listen to this. I cannot make this up. Do you need to recapture your personal power? The answer is yes. Because if you ask me, that's what these two cards are about. Recapturing and recalibrating and reclaiming your personal power. That's even what these two cards are about. Gee, this is amazing. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. Here's what it says. Surround yourself with people who recognize your talents, your intelligence, your creativity, your kindness and thoughtfulness, because their appreciation will amplify your goodness. Share your inner wisdom and beauty. It is time to reclaim and amplify. Mommy, I'm going to come in a moment. It is time to reclaim and amplify your personal power. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Let's look at the affirmation on the back and the Archangel connected. Archangel Jophiel. I am a shining star. I focus, there's that word again. I focus on all my good attributes and I amplify them. I see my path shining brightly before me. See, this is the thing. This is what some of us have been looking for. That's the reason why I was led to say the strategy. You are the strategy that something. I don't remember what I'm saying, but my point, I don't remember what I titled this, but the reason, what I was feeling was, I know personally for myself, I have been asking Spirit, what can I do to become more abundant? How can I make my what I want to do real to where I'm living out what I want to do every day? And what Spirit is saying to me and to you is you got to be honest with who you are. Figure out who you are. Be true to yourself. In discovering or rediscovering you, Jude, okay, that's what's going to illuminate your path where you're not going to be fumbling in the dark with just a little bit of light. Oh my God, so beautiful and so needed. So needed. Thank you. Thank you. You being authentically you is the strategy. That's what Spirit is saying to me. And that's what Spirit is saying to some of my brothers and sisters who are, they're wondering like, how can I do this and how can I do that? Wow, that's so beautiful. It says, I see my path shining brightly before me. This is why I needed to ask the question, because it's like, I don't feel like I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And so because of that, it's been feeling like it's dark, like things are not clear. But the truth is, the way that the path can become clearer is when you start shining your light. And the only way you can shine your light is by figuring out who you are. It says, I have the courage to step forward with joy and enthusiasm. And I help others as I radiate my magnificence. Us standing in the things that make us great doesn't mean that we don't have any flaws. But baby, to dwell on those ain't helping nobody. Golden topaz. Okay, moving on. That was just the overall energy, y'all. Here's the main message that came out. Okay, let's see the encouragement that Spirit has, more encouragement that Spirit has for us. The crystal is called Morganite. And it said, oh my God, I can... These two cards, I'm just going to say that now, these are connected. This cornucopia energy and what this card is talking about. Let's go ahead and read it. Let's go ahead and read it. It says, are you ready to attract the best of everything? I don't know. Guess what? What's going to tell time? What's going to tell whether or not we really ready? Whether or not we do what Spirit's telling us to do in this here reading. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to tell. Lord, I thank you right now. I honor you right now. I thank you for the tower moments that are going to be coming. I thank you for the death energy that is coming to help us, to help take away what is no longer of use and to help us move more clearly into the direction that is, that are connected to the people and the places and the things that we need. Whew, here we go. It says, do you believe the best is yet to come? This is some of our issue. Like, we haven't been clear and we haven't been able to believe that it can come for us. And maybe it's because we haven't been sure of what that looks like. What does the best for you and I look like, right? But if we do the steps, the step is get to yourself, figure out what it is that you day, whatever it is that you, what matters to you. What's important to you? What do you feel that you need to have moving forward? And those answers are going to help us to define what the best looks like, right? So then it says, make a clear decision to manifest the good in this moment. Remember, when I first was channeling, I said, Spirit said to reset. And then right after the reset, it was talking about declare what you call to you this year. Sealing the deal, everything will work together to make it happen. Make a clear decision. That sounds like making a clear decision to manifest the good in this moment. Don't wait until tomorrow, they're saying. You are being called to experience spirituality in everyday living. See all the love that is in everything. Let's go ahead and get this affirmation and talk about the archangel connected to this. We have the archangel Uriel. I am blessed with irresistible love and spiritual affluence. I'm going to have to look up these words. Affluence is important to me. And I also want to look up the Archangel Uriel because there is something, I want to say it might be Ariel. I might be mixing up Ariel and Uriel. But I know that one of them is the higher self, if you ask me, of Jacob. I think it's Ariel, but it could be Uriel. So I'm gonna look it up. I don't want to confuse anyone. But anyway, here we go. I am blessed with irresistible love and spiritual affluence. All that I need is always within my reach. Extraordinary love and amazing wealth are always available to me. I have an abundance of spiritual helpers ready to assist me in all areas of my life. If that is not the cornucopia card embodied, and we're talking about abundance, right? I don't know what else is. So I'm going to end this reading. Thank you for those who joined with me. I saw the clock at 3:33. It was actually 30:33, but we can move the number 0. Moving on. Thank you, Spirit, so much for this beautiful and much needed message. This is what you can expect moving into the new year, especially if you've been already doing this. Like 9 times out of 10, those who are connected to this message, I feel that we've already been doing that. But if you haven't, you still have the opportunity to get into this energy and embody it so that you can experience this wish fulfillment and abundance moving into this new year coming up. We got time, y'all. We got time. We are resetting even now. We are setting these intentions now in this Piscean energy. All right, guys. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which bring balance and harmony, okay? It brings balance and harmony first within ourselves. And listen, you see how important it is for self first? That's why Spirit gave me that mantra, because everything starts with us, right? Yeah. For some of us, we need to go back to something that we cared about in our childhood. I say that because one of the bookmarks was the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups can deal with soulmate energy, yes. But because I feel like this is more of a personal message for each and every one of us, this is talking about what made you excited, what brought you great joy, what made you excited and feel happy when you thought about it, thought about doing it. That's where you need to go back to. Tap back into that energy. So, all right, peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together to bring balance and harmony first within ourselves and then within our world. It's been my pleasure to serve you guys this day. Please share this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, guys, please go ahead and give it. Wait, I already said that. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this message or if it was for you. At this time, hit the notification bell so you don't miss nothing anytime I go live or even post a video. Okay, I love you. Bye. Bye, Uber. Hi, Mommy. Mommy's coming to get her baby, okay? Mommy is coming to get you.